I'm going to Costa Rica. Actually, by the time you watch this video, I will be on my way home from Costa Rica, but whatever. Since this is my second trip to Costa Rica in 2 years, I'm practically an expert on what to pack. Actually, that's a lie. I'm not an expert on anything. Here's what I learned on my first trip to Costa Rica that I am using as I pack for my second trip to Costa Rica. First up, sunscreen and bug spray. Last year, we did not bring enough sunscreen or bug spray. And I don't know if we were just like, oh, we're going to the rainforest. We don't need sunscreen. But we did. We needed a lot of sunscreen and also insect repellent. We learned that both sunscreen and insect repellent are hard to buy in Costa Rica. It's hard to find stores that carry sunscreen and insect repellent, and it's also very expensive. This year we're bringing a whole lot of sunscreen and a whole lot of insect repellent. Next, first aid supplies. Last year we didn't bring a full-blown first aid kit to Costa Rica, and I wish that we would have. Although I'm sure our guides, who are awesome, would have helped us if we would have asked. But we had a couple of injuries, like a bruised leg because of a zipline accident, a lot of bug bites, and some scratches, scrapes, that kind of stuff that typically happens when you're outside enjoying nature. This year we are adding some waterproof bandages to our first aid kit, just in case we have any blisters or bug bites or wounds that we need to cover up when we're on the river. We're also adding more stomach medicines to the first aid kit and a prescription for Zofran, which is amazing. I use Zofran a ton during chemotherapy, but it's just really good. We didn't get sick last year in Costa Rica, and we were very adventurous eaters, but I did get sick once we got home from Costa Rica. This year we are coming prepared with more stomach medication. We're also throwing in some solar powered lanterns. I was surprised by how dark it is in Costa Rica, and it makes sense. It's totally like pretty close to the equator. The sun comes up pretty early in the morning, but it also goes to sleep pretty early in the evening. And so the evenings and nights are long and dark, especially those days when we're going to be pretty remote out in the lodges along the Pequare River. Finally, we are adding something new to our packing list, and that is the eSIM Card Airlo. Last time we were there, we completely disconnected and unplugged. We didn't have the internet, we didn't use our phones. And I really missed our kids, and going a whole week without talking to our kids was really hard. It was also really hard for both of us not to check in on work. We're both self-employed, and so we don't have anyone checking email and monitoring social media while we're out. So I think it will just kind of relieve a little bit of stress when we can check in on work and not be so overwhelmed when we get back. We're throwing in the eSIM card. I'll let you know how it goes. Maybe I'll do a review of it after our trip to Costa Rica. Now I'm going to take you back to the house. Hike is over, and I'm going to show you what I'm packing. Have you been to Costa Rica? I'd love to know your thoughts on my packing list. Is there something you agree with, something you disagree with? Go ahead, drop a comment below. Let me know. Thanks so much. I'll see you out on the trails or at an epic hike like a woman adventure. Costa Rica, Kilimanjaro, Peru, Alaska, Yellowstone, Iceland. We're doing all the fun things, and we'd love to have you join us. Thanks so much. Catch you next time.